And we live. Hey, welcome to another episode of Easy Sports. And today I'm joined by Cheese and the ultimate CR7 fanboy, Murise. What's happening, Don?
Hi, yes, what way?
Show me
You know,
Twitter.
you know what I realized yesterday, and I wanted to tweet
Yeah,
it, and I'm glad you're having it. Yeah, CR7 is big.
yeah,
This guy
he
is
is.
massive. Like
Fucking
he's
massive.
so he's big. He's bigger than football. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
He's
he
big.
is.
And you see it with the
Ah,
little things. Guys, everybody was just focused on this whole CR7 saga. From
dude,
even the cameraman chief, the game is playing, you see. Yeah,
Murise, dog, just to add to you, Bloomberg, out of all, Planet Bloomberg, it's a business. It's about business. They tweeting about CR7 being on the bench.
in
Bloomberg.
fact, this guy is
Hi, chief.
massive. That's
Yeah,
before we even get, I realized it
yeah,
yesterday, and then before you could even see that he's put his shirt on, you could
yeah,
hear it on the TV
yeah.
that
Oh,
he's
but
coming
how
on.
the way Ramos silenced all of that. Oof. That's how he
No,
Hey,
silenced.
hey, no,
That's how he
Ramos,
silenced the
hey,
world, my brother.
not fair,
yeah.
Mfana, but that guy is massive. I get
I know.
Ramos.
Nah, Messi,
No,
Messi buphelile
even if
baba. Messi buphelile baba.
were the headlines focused on Ramos's hat tricks, or were they
Ah,
focused on Ronaldo being benched? Hence, Ramos performed. Portugal is better without
No,
CR7.
Ramos is supposed to start anyway for Portugal. Ronaldo starts because
She's
he's
she's
Ronaldo. Yabo?
she's
And
she's
and that
Lalele. I
and
hear
that
you.
just shows, my
The
brother
point
Uti,
is
we
that
need to move on. Yes,
you
Udisi,
have
accept
to.
some days. Accept that this guy
uh-uh.
is going to play football in the country that beat Argentina in the first game of the World Cup. Ipolo yodlala da.
I haven't
Yeah,
spoken about
namanje
him
ipolo
playing.
yodlala da. So
I,
let's not speak about him, fana. Let's
I haven't spoken about
Xolani,
him
I'm pretty sure
that
X ngizekule show le to speak about something
Yeah,
else. Because
yeah,
Xolani Cristiano with X isikhathi sakhe
yeah,
siphelile mfethu. Yesterday was
yeah.
fun.
a pure class show where we just saw a brand new Portugal, and we haven't seen in ages.
Dude,
Mfethu. We know Portugal are capable of doing that to any team, not just
yeah.
whoever they were playing against yesterday. But they are incredible. They are incredible. And
Mm-hmm.
for me, um, Ramos
Cheese.
just went and said, "Look, later."
I hadn't mentioned about him playing. I was just saying he's big. That's all,
I know
right?
it's fine.
But
He can be big in Saudi
but
Arabia.
but I agree. Like yesterday, this is the
Yeah,
Portugal I've backed. I'm back in Portugal from in
yeah,
the World Cup, right? To go all the way, and this is the
yeah.
type of football I expected them to play. Clinical, neat.
Mm.
Very. They were pressing well, and you could
Yeah.
see
Sure.
how it slowed down after he came on. You could see it.
And
It was
Yeah.
clear.
how everyone just
No,
forgot Uzi Ronaldo Philippe during the game. When everyone was watching the game, everyone just forgot.
Yeah.
I'm a
When he came
cameraman
on,
was
Yeah.
shouting.
when he felt out of place. But I'm trying to through pass. He took like the least amount of pace with Rafiki Lapana. When he came on,
Even when the guy,
offside, I think I three.
even when
Yeah.
Ramos scored the hat trick, cameraman CR7.
You
Hey,
camera.
Pero una cosa,
no, but it's the truth.
cameraman and the salary, Joe. No cameraman will
Yeah.
salary.
All I'm
Yeah.
saying is that, but at the same time, I think people are discrediting quite a lot what this guy has done for Portugal after yesterday. And
No, dog. I
no,
don't.
let me make my point. Wait, let me make my point. And that is where I think it's a little bit unfair. His time is up, Mfana, Angali. It's clear. Ukhulile, Mara, Upepe, une 39, next ngakhohlwa.
Upepe. You see when you select a national team and you select a squad, you look at all your players individually and you look at all those positions. And Mo Bega in Portugal, Pepe is one of the best centre backs they have in the squad. I mean, I
Yeah,
said the first game, Uguti, Danilo should never ever play, ever.
Ever.
Danilo. Even if they're holding mid, he shouldn't play there. I'd rather even play Palin.
Yeah.
Danilo Segada because he plays for PSG. Yabo?
mm,
So Pepe in a position where with Portugal, I don't think there's many better than him. There's guys was upcoming, but for the World Cup, I doubt many were ready for that position. And we have a very well, never so we, but Portugal have a very fluid team. And Pepe sits in Lapana. I was a communicator now, controls them, and everyone understands more or less what they need to do. And defensively, Portugal is well organized.
Yeah.
It helps Guti's there to assist Utias, and Utias is going to the next Pepe. He's going to be there for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
and they just need to find him a partner. Yeah, they just need to find him a partner, and I think the team will sort itself out. That team, they have options galore.
Hey, man, and guys, João Felix, I know for me, man, that's the João Felix that I've always wanted to see.
The inconsistency, go.
No,
this whole World Cup has been jamming with these page. He's been jamming this World Cup.
The whole World Cup has been jamming.
He's been jamming this World Cup.
But it's just this game
yesterday, but maybe I expect more from him.
No, but the thing is the scoreline. Most of the time, and I want to be fair, most of the time this comes from people who are big CR7 fans. Everything is about the bottom line. At the end of the day, it's about Shaba to 5-0. Sometimes and there's a big saying that you should speak about Busquets, and Busquets I'm not a big fan of him anymore.
Yeah.
But when you watch Busquets, you see the game. But if you watch the game, you won't see Busquets. And there's many players like that. João Felix yesterday was incredible. João Felix, but he was literally dancing around the pitch. And Bernardo makes it easy because Bernardo recently came out and he said he doesn't want to play a 10 or an 8 or a 6. He wants to play right next to the holding mid. He wants to be right next when the holding mid wins it. He wants to be the one who's carrying it, and he's doing it brilliantly right now. Bruno doesn't even need to. Bruno's right up against the strikers, Manji. Bruno is playing his natural role. He's so happy to do it because he has a guy who wants to run box to box in Bernardo, and he has who's that guy? Cavallo.
What's your honest opinion about Bruno?
I think Bruno is a good player, but Bruno is a 10. Bruno's not an 8 because Bruno wants to box to box work. He'll do it, but he doesn't want to do it. And I think if Bruno you have him in those dangerous positions, I think if Bruno came to Man City, we would have seen a different Bruno. I'm telling you, Bruno would have seen a different Bruno Fernandes if he came to Manchester City. Because
we can give you City, let's see if you can transform.
No. I could see him like Bruno Manje. He's too set in his ways, and I think he's gonna be a bit too old for him. For Pep could some convince to change the way he plays. So for Pep, it's never gonna work right now. But I'm saying he has the capabilities. Bruno can pass the ball, guys. Bruno and Kevin, they have create the most chances in the Premier League. They have the most sort of passes, most through passes into the final third or touches around opposition box, and they have the similar qualities. And I just think it's about the coaching. Again, we come back to Man United and we say they get these great players, but they never excel and become these super players that we all believe they could be. Bruno's a great player. People always think we're against Man United. We're not getting against Man United. It's good players, and you can see once they get out of their club system. Look at João Felix. As soon as he gets out of his club system, say, "I'm home now. Let's play football." Everyone's enjoying it, and that's what we want to see at the end of the day.
Yeah. And another thing, just to ask, where do you guys think João will go in January? Which team do you think will cop João? Because I feel like he improves any team. Wherever he goes, I think that team will improve. Even if he goes to City. I mean, that's City João. You don't think so?
Pep is 27 now. Pep won't buy anyone over 25.
No ways. He's not 27. João.
Really? 24, 25.
He's a kid. Let me see.
He's into João Felix. I'm sure not 23. He's 23 years old. He's 23.
23. So I think it's possible, man. But I I don't know what in Pep's current system where he play, and I'm not saying what he wouldn't be able to play the 10 like Kevin and Bernardo where he plays
Yeah.
the two tens.
Yeah.
Pep, but for me, I'd like to see him go to a club where he's going to be used. So I'm seeing Mama Chelsea, Mama Liverpool. I don't want him to go to United because I know what's going to happen. If he goes to United, I know what's going to happen.
He's gonna improve. We've got Ten Hag now. Things have changed, Sitle. Yeah, things have changed. You've seen improvements in our team.
Yeah, not yet. I'm still not sold. Let's give Ten Hag some time. Let's give him some time. Let's give him Kolane. Let's give him some time.
I think Ten Hag is still trying to prove a point, man.
Yeah, let's give him some time, X.
He's not trying to prove a point.
Let's give him some time, X.
I think all our signings are doing so well this season. All the players that we've signed for a change.
Give him some time.
Yeah, no, I'm giving him some time. I'm patient.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Do you realize that if this guy doesn't
what he's trying to do?
Do you realize if he doesn't qualify for Champions League, he's worse than Ole?
No. You see, so X, the problem at the end of the season, he's going to be judged. He's going to be judged against all those other coaches. Exactly. And right now, what's he improving? Because Ole came in, hey, and everything looks good, and he did it. But let's give him some time. Let's see him change. Let's see him change about Jadon Sancho. Let's see him get Harry Maguire to that old Harry Maguire. Let's see him do that. Let's see him do that.
Not Fridge.
Then she's a Kuluma. Then she's a Kuluma. But Upep uthathe uJohn Stones ayilento bekayi-John Stones. John Stones bekayilento ayi-John Stones. And he did it.
John Stones was
John Stones was terrible in Fetu when he used to join our team. John Stones was terrible in Fetu. John Stones.
Fridge did some stupid shit. I can't even remember what they were playing against recently.
I understand what you're saying, Van. I understand, but John Stones was bad, Van. And the John Stones that Pep gave us in that season with Ruben Diaz, where they went, what was it, 15 or something games without conceding a goal.
Yeah,
that was insane. And we need to see that. I think. Yeah.
But another thing is, guys, I just feel like Klopp, when he came to Liverpool, his first season was also not great, Yeah. But you could see Liverpool were getting better. It was one step forward. Yeah, no, but it was one step forward. You could see they were getting piped by City. There's a time where you guys beat them 5-0 at ETH. I'm not sure if you remember that game. But they also started slow, but eventually you could see what Klopp was trying to build. I could see this guy. There's glimpses. It's just consistency and him getting his players. Once he got his players, he started fucking shit up. And so Nami, that's what I believe. That's what's gonna happen with United. Once Tina gets his players, Lama 6-3 Lankawe City, it's gonna be the other way around. It's gonna be United 6, City 3. But guys, let's keep it to the World Cup. I think we're digressing now. Let me just share the tournament 3 right now.
I'm asking you how good always ends up making the show United show. Segment.
Yeah.
Nobody likes United, and I don't know.
I'm United, but fair.
And then Spain, guys. Let's talk about Spain and Morocco, gents. Sitle, you've been typing out on Facebook, Ngoguti, Busquets really we don't know why he keeps starting. I mean, even his penalty yesterday just showed, it was a cherry on top to confirm how bad he's been in this tournament. Dog. What's your take, on that game?
I just can't understand how he starts. I just don't understand how Sergio Busquets starts in that national team when they have so many options in that position, so many people who can do a better job, but he's always in that. And he pivots in Spain, guys. And pivots in Spain, in Barcelona. is a huge position and it's the very critical and important position in the way they play and the way they build up. Busquets is not good enough for that anymore. And
Not that he's not good
and they
enough. It changed.
no
It changed.
no it's not.
No,
Yeah, it's not good enough. It's not good enough for it anymore. And it's not. Ukuphela
Yeah.
utshayile umuntu is not good enough. Mfethu. It's time for
Yeah.
you to move on. Now we're Saudi Arabia. Now we're Japan. Now we're Gupu. It's at that point in your career where you need to say, mfethu, be honest to people. Which I know. I'm not a player who should start. There's options who are better than me. And that team is good. Mfethu. They have good young guys coming through. Good blend.
Yeah.
Just go with it. Go with it. Let's not be. And Enrique kills himself with Lintole of Barcelona loyalty. He kills the team, and I think he kills the morale squad. It's not as together as Brazil,
But
as
let me ask you,
Argentina, and all these other clubs.
you mentioned that as a player you must be honest with yourself and admit that it's time to move on, whatnot. But I don't pick myself as a player. He doesn't select himself. He doesn't start himself. So me, since we spoke about Spain, for me, I've wanted Spain out merely because of the Barca bias. That's it.
Yeah.
I just think that is not the philosophy for a national team. We once had that problem locally where all coaches were biased against just selecting Kaizer Chiefs players. On form, not on form. And we could see the results. And that's what it was time for Spain to feel the pinch. You cannot be biased against a specific club because of where you come from. Nah, fam. Choose players who can perform and who can deliver the result. And if you had watched Morocco's previous games, Morocco doesn't concede. They're very, very tidy in the back, at the back, girl. They're very, very tidy. So you had to plan and prepare for them and don't undermine anybody just because it's an African team. Don't come in with that mentality of Sobashaya. And we could see throughout the game, even when the game was playing, for me, Morocco deserved it a lot more than Spain did.
No, definitely, Pitch. I mean, when you're watching that game, you know Spain normally dominate the middle. And I don't know, I'm a big fan of one of Morocco's players, who Sofian Amrabat. That guy,
Yeah, Amrabat.
in midfield, he dominates midfield. When he's in the midfield, he makes sure which he's in the midfield, and you feel his presence. And for me, that's one of my players of the tournament so far. He's been playing so well. I mean, he played that game with an injury. I think he had an injection just for him to play the game. So he's like, he was, and he played with the whole game even. Another thing that's shocking.
And he covered so much grass, man.
I
was like, yo, this guy is everywhere. Every single tackle, and as well.
And Tolani, this is every single game in the World Cup. Every single game in the World Cup. So far, it's incredible.
That's an engine, and that's what you need in a player. Engine, an engine, and that's if you think back at how, for example, and we'll go back to club football, how Chelsea won the Champions League. The engine, N'Golo Kante, running, covering grass, whatnot. You need that type of mentality and that player.
And then we said before, you know what it does if you have a midfielder who covers, or holding middle covers at too much ground. My fullback will give you so much. If your holding mid covers that much ground, me fullback, I'm bombing that. I'm going to 2-on-1 every single time because I'm confident. I have a beast there. She pitbull. And that's what Hakimi does. Hakimi just bombs. Mazrao is bombing as well on the other side. I mean, they have a good team. They have a really good, solid team. I mean, they showed there's a picture, I think, that they shared. I don't know if I saved it. That squad is a European squad. Everyone is playing a European team, and it's showing. It shows in the quality and how they're delivering and how they're playing in the games. So look, Samuel Eto'o was wrong about Cameroon, but he's definitely right about Morocco.
No, that's so true. That is so true. Let's move on to the next game. It's just that I'm looking at the time, gents, and the Senegal and England game, guys. For me, I was disappointed by that performance of Senegal. I really thought that they just let England run through them, man. Like really, like
but and they
personally,
started well.
yeah.
X.
They
Yeah.
started
They
well,
started
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But that
Well,
goal deflated them. The
knockout,
first goal they conceded, it deflated them.
no,
Yeah,
knockout football is about moments. There was a
yeah.
chance before John Henderson scored where they had a big chance
It's
where they needed to
the one.
convert that chance. And then they convert that chance, you're watching a whole different ball game. And after
Exactly.
that, it's like, we needed to score that chance. Balala, Jude got in, and your keeper, I can't believe their goalkeeper, Joe, their goalkeeper.
Keeper
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Keeper one.
Owako. Yeah. Keeper
Keeper,
Owako.
Joe. How does
Aye.
that ball? He didn't even hit that ball hard, in fact. He didn't even hit that ball hard. He pretty much scuffed it.
No,
Henderson.
no, that guy Van Unmele Senegal straight this World Cup clean.
The guy.
Ay,
Yeah.
Chelsea must offload now. Ay, no, they
That
should offload.
guy, dude. That guy, yo. That guy was some of
Gomez,
the Joe.
no, Kuna's better than that guy.
Yeah, you've been saying, yeah.
Angamdlisa scheme,
Yeah.
why? But yeah, man, they
That
Yeah.
guy.
started well and I was excited, because I thought
Yeah.
here's a chance to knock out England early, to kill this "it's coming home" thing that they've been singing since 20 Banba and Nasaz.
Yeah.
To kill that thing early, and then all the English people are quiet, the English media is quiet and stop speaking smack. But yeah, man, I just wondered, is there some sort of lack of confidence when we face such countries? I mean, we all know how it feels for any player that plays in that plays the English national team, right? They're all trying to get big contracts. Remember that, guys.
But
So I don't know if it's the pressure, if it's some sort of lack of confidence, or what it is, but yeah, man, I was as disappointed.
so for me again, Mudis, another because we've been speaking about that position the whole show
Yeah.
pretty much. Umendi had a terrible game. Umendi,
Yeah.
Nampalis Mendy, losing Idrissa Gueye was the worst thing that could have happened to Senegal
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
knockout in that round of 16. Because Nampalis Mendy, there was a chance when I think Bellingham broke through and he's a holding mid. You take him down there to Bellingham. He can't
Yeah.
get
You
around
just
you because he's running straight to
yeah.
centre backs. In fact, you need to take him down.
Yeah.
Umendi
Yeah.
angazi, he goes past, and I'm like, after that, in fact, I was like, man, I'm gonna coach take you off. I take you off and
Yeah.
fucking centre back. Either holding me. Futhi ekaslam negolane ekaslam khuluma
Yeah.
coach la ubizwa uDamsesh. Damsesh manje into ezinjalo. Beyakhipha sidlale short. Athi ngizokhipha mfana sidlale short. Wazi ground ni 10. Ngidlala ni short. Akhipha ngizokhipha mfana sidlale short. Nidlale ni short. Man, actually that was one of our strictest coach, but sometimes when we're honest to players, I mean, using into a
Yeah.
criminal. We're out of the World Cup on small details, in fact, small details and moments
Yeah.
that makes the difference. That's yellow card, La Payana, set defender, still 1-1, we go into halftime, still 1-0 down. Second half,
Yeah.
Bayern take over. It's a different game.
They must ask Federico Valverde.
Yeah.
They must ask me. Uzokutshela ngokudla umuntu. Ayobhora alanda ibhalo yamudla straight pads.
Yeah.
And you walk
Are
off.
you
The
seeing
same
You
as
walk
me.
off before you see the
Yeah.
card. Before you see the
I
card, you
see,
start
yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
It's the same as
Exactly.
me.
Because
But I mean,
take one for the team, for that moment. And then I might agree with you, Sitla. Maybe it's he plays for Leicester, and that Mendy. He's that one that plays for Leicester.
They hoped was going to be Kante and it didn't.
Yeah, dude. I think maybe awareness. I don't think maybe he has that, and as well as maturity within understanding the game. Because if you're a mature player, you understand in those situations. Hey, you can't let a guy like Jude run through your midfield. Because with Jude Vele, he's a final third type midfielder, in my opinion. I think he's more of a final third type midfielder who's dangerous, especially in such situations. And so, it is what it is with Senegal. Okay, at least they made the knockout stage. I mean, African teams, we tend to all go out in the group stage. So for me, Sadio, it would have been a different ball game if Sadio was there, in my opinion.
Of course.
I believe
Of
Sadio
course.
would have,
Sadio
yeah.
because of Australia, by one.
But as well, even confidence, Moody said, dog, you know, now, like, we've all played team sports. When our star players are there, there's that confidence that you have, that you know what, at least
I always say,
give him the ball, give him the ball.
Yeah, we've got our star
said
man.
it, and Deco said the biggest mistake we made in 2010 was leaving Upeni McCarthy because the team plays for Upeni McCarthy. Just because he's there, because he's in the dressing room, Ufake Makoko, Kulepeke, Louis Vuitton. Yeah. Just
but he will finish for you, that guy. That guy will finish for you. Benny will finish for you.
But over and above that, Cheese, for the fact that guy's watching me and I'm in the same dressing room as him, I've got to perform.
Exactly, bro. I need to meet that standard, you know.
Exactly.
But then, let's move on to the next game. France and Poland. Poland that was also another fairly easy game. Poland.
Poland makes Lewandowski look average.
Dude, and did you see how he celebrated after scoring that consolation? Like celebrate consolation goal, dog.
He's taking horrific penalties to start with.
Yeah.
Horrific penalties. He's standing at the halfway line. Umelipo.
Yeah, but another thing. And I mean, I was even having this debate with one of my uncles. I'm like, the difference between Lewandowski and Benzema is that Benzema is more clutch than Lewandowski. I feel like Lewandowski, when it matters most. Which penalty did he miss? Was it against which team was it against in the World Cup?
Was it Mexico? Their first game?
Mexico.
It was Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a clutch moment, you know, and he didn't take it. And I've seen on numerous occasions where Lewandowski just goes cold in games that are crucial, because him scoring that penalty would have meant they would have, you know what I mean, won that game instead of drawing it, and could have potentially won their group, because at least when you win your group, you do get a fairly favorable, you know, draw for the next round. So for me, I just think France, Dembele, Injaye game, you know, I feel like Dembele, guys, for me, that's my favorite French player right now. Yes, Mbappe is scoring all the goals, but Dembele. But for me, technically, guys, the things Dembele does, bro, like, see the dog.
Yeah, no,
do you see a lot of two-footed people like Dembele?
Yeah, it's hard, it's very hard. It's very hard. It's very hard, and most of those people who are like that are gems. Most of the time, it's those people are just gems.
But we all know that it's his injuries. He's I'm injured.
But again,
that's probably what makes Mbappe shine in fan. Mbappe star.
Because even
I don't root for Mbappe. I don't stand on the sideline and go, I'm Mbappe star. And
so it's so easy, man. It's so easy to check out a final product, man. Especially I mean, it is I'm watching it with a different perspective, and I'll tell you why. In that game, if you check how many interceptions Upamecano got in that game, how many interceptions that he got, and he converted and went a quick transition from him. So quick transitions to either Urabi, or quick transition to Mbappe, or quick transition to the fullback. Upamecano was incredible in that game. For me, he was incredible with Upamecano in that game, and for me, just the way he reads the game. You know, a defender is good, man. When he doesn't need to make a tackle, a challenge, just an interception. Apology, just reading it. You'll read the timing, you'll win. Every single time, you know, but from Ulfaga go to feet to 11 doors. They don't want to put it behind on it. He wants to run. So a centre back, you love a striker that's not trying to get behind you. Love watching a striker is busy. I mean, I'm a centre back. I'd love the striker something. But every single time he wants to get in behind me, and I have to turn and face that other side. It's a different story. So every single time the Buffalo will fire, I'll intercept, I'll keep, I'll intercept it, I'll go Mbappe. How many one-on-ones Mbappe on that side?
Yeah.
Do you think he also had an advantage based on he played with him Ned Bayern, or did
Yeah.
Lewandowski leave him?
Yeah, last season.
Do you think,
Yeah, last
do you
season,
think
yeah.
it gave him an advantage because of that?
No, I don't think so. Tayo Upamecano is good, man. There's a
nice.
reason why he's played all the games in the World Cup.
There's a reason why
There's,
Saliba is
there's,
benching. There's a reason
there's a
why
reason why even if we're corner Ukipembe wasn't
Yeah.
gonna start.
he was.
He wasn't
I
gonna
think
start.
I don't even rate. I don't rate
He wasn't gonna start. And
Kipembe for me. I think is average. You know, at times.
yeah, but you know, coach.
Yeah.
But you coach loves it. Coach loves it.
Yeah.
Coach sometimes has his players in pitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, Dio was incredible. Chumaini as well, just screening in front of the
Eish.
defense. He's coming into age himself. And for me, I highly doubted Rabio, but he's
A lot of
coming
us
into his
said that
own as well.
midfield.
He's played well. Yeah.
Let's be honest. That midfield we underestimated it. You know, when they said Pogba, Kante out, I was like, that's the area of weakness. But clearly,
France is built around
Deschamps-
Pogba. So hey,
clearly Deschamps managed to
If
find a balance in the team.
Kolani, if you can offload Casemiro, and because you trust that you have a young guy named Chumaini who can start in that position every game, then there's something in that kid, my brother. There's definitely something in him, and he's showing it right now. He's such a beast as well.
That guy, I saw him in was it the Nations Cup or the Euro? And that is where I said, this guy Ngamfuna go, Real Madrid.
Coach Rock was in England, man. So uzofonela David James, ukusainela David James uzobona.
Yeah,
but of course, even Giroud breaking the record, they got Thierry Henry. It's a big feat for him, you know. I mean, I feel like Giroud has been slept on for many seasons. I just think the French. How would you guys say Benzema when France have Benzema? I mean, personally, I think they are more fluid with Giroud. Personally, that's just my opinion. I think Benzema. Can I just say? I know. I just think Griezmann. He can't play his game when Benzema's there because Benzema tends to be in his position. But Benzema likes picking up the ball from deep, you know.
Yes,
whereas when you fit Griezmann gets to now operate as behind the striker. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying Benzema sucks. Nah, I never said he sucks.
You can't say that. If he's got
I'm saying with Giroud, they are just more liquid. I mean fluid rather. What am I saying? Liquid. Yeah.
The brain is itching. You do not get a Ballon d'Or, you don't get a Ballon d'Or if you're not incredible. Benzema is incredible. I think any team who Benzema improve. Benzema compared to X. Giroud is good. Giroud is good. He has very good link-up play. I think Benzema has great link-up play as well. Benzema has always been second fiddle to Bale or Ronaldo, and he's been in that team for years. Are just assisting them, dropping in Fagi Polo, Fagama corner, Ronaldo Yajula or Bale. He's a smart player. And I'm not saying Giroud is not great, but it's Benzema, man. It's Benzema. As soon as you need to see that white club, it's over. Every defender has to shake over last season.
Benzema is a clinical, complete number 9, Chief.
Yes.
I always say to you that the one thing that turns me off, Rama striker, Abu Lukaku, Nabanban, is the fact that they struggle to beat a man. Benzema can do that without thinking twice. I'm Ashetr man. That's Apinda Lachele Pagat.
He's technically he's sound and he's been a beast to Benzema. I'm just talking about fluidity.
But France isn't missing him. Yes, they may be missing him in here. But right now on the field, based on what Giroud is doing,
how you gonna miss him? Fit uno Kylian. You have Kylian, bro. You have Kylian. Like compared to like South Africa, the way she's walking a corner, ne Tina. Singamthatha uKylian ne sidefendise everyone ayodefenda. Bathole ibhola sika uKylian. Nathi singashaya abantu. La Africa, uKylian. Kylian's incredible.
He's a game winner.
Kylian's incredible.
And
Kylian's yes.
And the footy guys, he's got big match temperament. He does this in big games. And then did you see those?
Every game, every game. That guy, he's finishing, dog.
Yeah.
That guy's too young to finish like that. If finishing, it's gonna like Olena, Altolile, Wobble, top spin. His finishing is incredible. Kylian.
Yeah. I don't want to say a lot about this kid, girl.
Yeah.
He's star, though. He's star.
Kylian's incredible.
He's star. Like there's nothing you can do to him. He's 23 and he's star. Yeah. He's star. They must just give him his Ballon d'Or, girl. Like I've never seen Messi, we've seen him at his prime, we've seen Ronaldo, and I'm not gonna say he's better or not better. Maralentwana, his confidence at his age, what he's doing on the field at his age.
He's already got more World Cup goals than CR.
What do you do as a right back, dog? As a right back, what do you do?
Nothing.
You know who you must ask? Can I tell you who to ask? What to add out
to what's okay? Nico I'm injection after that day, but look at the more face and line with danger because you're always thinking this guy can't get behind you. This guy can't get behind you. And when it does, men push you nobody line. Then I'll cut I'll pay the two goalkeeper. Then you're like, this guy, he's so good, Joe. He's too good. It's too good. I think France manidlala ne Morocco. Hakim uzomhlaba. Fundile from Ramos and he played it in regular. Abu Hakim amshiya phansi. Bazokhuluma eklabhini.
Yeah, Hakim uzomshaya mara angithi we know he's going to face Utalo.
Yeah.
No, but nakho uyoface uKyle. But angithi bozwile ama English. Abo Soundness nawo Roy Keane. Basitshela ngalo msuzo lo Kyle. But Kyle is going to defend Kyle Walker. Kyle ne won't finish that game. And this you can record it.
It's gonna be like
you can record this
predicament. Remember that time Hussein Maximum Begam visa, and this time around he's gonna be facing a guy who can actually finish.
And Kyle Walker is not going to finish that game. Kyle Walker is not going to finish that game.
Yeah, but
and ideally, I need Kyle Walker back in my club fit. So ngicela adlale or Arnold.
Yeah, I know Arnold. That would be.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
You can't put Trent. Trent. Yo, Mbappe will run.
No matter the results going to be the same.
Yeah.
But as long as we're limali, play alarm lona linga limali.
It's hamstring.
But I would have loved to see
after playing Mbappe.
I would have loved to see Reece James. I would have loved to see.
Yeah.
To see that battle with Reece.
Yeah, but if you call Reece abamkhetha uTrent ngabuhleli nathi ngabe si record podcast now.
And then
what happened to Trent, girl? What happened, girl?
That's why. I got tired of big post. If he falls in love with the big post, he'll be acting over sharp. Just every day in training, they need to get that string. Man, faster to big post. Where he's always away with the big post. When he tries to run out, he big post. He have a big post. And I was teaching. Then he'll realize that thing is important, man. You can't as a fullback. You have great centre backs who will do the damage in the 6 yard. But when I'm only so back post, it's a weakness in your team. We can't. Yeah. The centre backs, there's not much we can do against that.
And that's where, and you're right, Sihle, that's where even Dalot improved this game. His awareness
Yeah.
on the back post has
Yes.
it has changed
Yeah.
big time, you
Yeah.
know. And that's credit to Eric Ten Hag. But anyway,
No. Ushilo. Again, it's Ronaldo. For me, it's Ronaldo. Ushilo Ronaldo. When he came in, Diego Dalot was working hard in the gym. He's training hard to become who he is now. And Dalot, can you cancel also? He had a great
yeah,
game, Diego. Dalot.
And he benched in
Yesterday.
90 minutes.
Yeah,
Benched in
umbele
90 minutes.
benchini. And mina
And then,
ngihappy. I want Cancelo abuyele eklabhini yami asharp angalimelanga. There's
Cancelo
more
down.
important things. There's more important
Cancelo is
things
one of
than
the guys.
the new World Cup that needs to be won by Messi.
yeah.
I'm
And then
Cancelo ngiyamncane.
yeah, no, Star Boy.
Umesi
Cancelo.
boyomshayo Messi. Friday bayamkhipha uMessi.
Yeah. And then of course
Yakisha van okay.
yeah.
Gakpo.
But yeah, Brazil, yeah, jamming. You can see the vibes are there. Everyone's playing well. I still think they're going to find a bit tricky once they play against better sides because Militao as a fullback isn't the best. He's a great centre back, but maybe not the best as a fullback. And it helps which he's playing with Rafinha because Rafinha is very defensively responsible,
Yeah.
so he's always there to assist him. Besides, you have Casemiro, who's just a genius in terms of screening for the back four. So it's not a train smash, but yeah, when are they're playing so well. Neymar's back. Zakar.
I know
Somebody said something.
Yeah.
Sorry, somebody said something about Brazil on the radio, and I've noticed it a lot more since. When Neymar's playing, Neymar attracts all the attention because he's so good that everybody else gets better. Why? Because they sleep on all the other players. The focus is just on Neymar. So, yeah, man. But I still am not sold. And again, it goes back to your point of playing against better teams. I'm not sold. I want to see when they face the Netherlands in the semifinal.
But me personally, Croatia, South Korea, you meant to destroy them, and that's what Brazil did.
Yes.
And so for me, that's why on my end I was like, yeah, you see a team like South Korea, you meant to slap them, and they did that, you know. So against Croatia, I think they'll still slap Croatia, in my opinion. I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game.
For me, in the way Croatia foot is straightforward. They came for a game where they had to go to what 90 minutes and extra time and penalties. So for an old squad, that's a big problem in knockout football. I doubt they're going to do much training. Those old guys need to do recovery. Those muscles will be ready for a game in Brazil because it's going to be a lot of running.
Did you see how many kilometers Brozovic covered in it? Over 16.
No, but he's a beast. Yes, that's what he does. Marcelo. Marcelo in that position is incredible, and I mean, he used to have assistance from Rakitic. So when he left, I mean, for him, just doing that screening work he already does at Inter, and for him, so he's comfortable doing that. I mean, and it's incredible. But Sazo Kichim.
Because another thing is that Brazil, these guys can run in Brazil, bro.
Yeah. And Neymar plays 10, so he's right up against Neymar, Marcel.
It's gonna be for me, I think it's gonna be hectic, you know. And I want us to skip the Japan and Croatia game is because I'm looking at the time now. It looks shitty. I'm kidding, guys. But like of course, let's just do predictions because I think we're running out of time right now. So selling
Argentina already.
So are you saying Netherlands are winning? Score?
I mean, Argentina is overshadowed.
Yeah,
Van Dijk angafuna ukumaka. Ubona uzomaka uMessi, uVan Dijk angafuna ukumaka.
Because Messi, what I like about Messi is that he plays at his own pace. He reminds me, it's just that you guys don't know basketball. There's other player who NBA named Luka Doncic. He's the best player in my opinion right now, or top 3. Yeah, let me just say top 3. But he's not athletic, you know. He plays at his own pace. You know what he's gonna do to you, and he will do it anyway to you. You know. So I just feel Messi right now. I mean, you saw those dribbles against the Australian. So like, there's that run. He wasn't running even at full pace, dog. It was as if he was
against Australia.
Yeah, but Oksala,
Yeah.
Australia.
it doesn't matter, bro. He's the one who was man of the match. He's the reason why the team performed well in that game, So for me, I'm still going with Argentina. I think Argentina will make it to the semifinal.
Yeah, Argentina as well.
Argentina.
And then second game, definitely Seleção. Seleção playing there.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 4-0.
And then at this is when I call England, France.
Anytime goal scorer.
For me, England and France. This is the game where I want Mbappe to really, as in Mbappe needs to smash these guys. Because for me, I
just want a good game of football, man. I just want a good game of football.
Yeah,
let
them give us a great game of football.
I say France will win.
And I want Mbappe to expose the fridge more.
Yeah.
I'm offload.
Yes, I'm offload and I'm delivered somewhere else. ETH
on the other side of Manchester.
On the other side of
the blue side.
Yeah. And then Portugal and Morocco.
Portugal, young.
When I see perfect.
Alas, but I think France will probably beat England. But I'm on the fence in that game. But I think we're gonna have one of the games of the tournament there. And then I want Morocco to do well in Fate. But I'm worried about the fact that Amrabat's playing on medication.
Yeah.
So that could be a big hampering thing for him. But Portugal are playing well, so Portugal probably take it. Let's have good teams in the semi-final. Let's have good top four with Argentina, Brazil, France, Portugal.
Yeah.
And then your final is what then? France and Brazil.
Load shedding is a sham, let's focus.
Yeah, but anyway, thanks guys. We left a few seconds. Yeah, but just thank you so much for availing yourselves, man. Much appreciated. Thanks for doing your thing. We'll most probably have another episode maybe next week again where we discuss the possible semi-final,
results.
Yeah, guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe. This is Easy Sport, and we out. Sure,
Voila. Sure.